Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Oh, it's been a long ass day, but I thought we'd do this. We'll do this video anyway. Now, we did a ColourSand and buff general overview video before. That's on our YouTube. If you have a little look through the playlists, and somebody asked, is there a difference between ColourSanding and buffing after a normal standard base coat and flake? Yes and no. Flake, I would say, you've got to be a bit more thorough and whatnot. You can't really get away with as much as you would with a normal base coat. So I thought, fuck it, let's do a two-stage video because they're going to be quite long. But let's do the first segment of how to colour sand after MetalFlake or in general, and then the second stage we'll be using the compounds. So let's get started. Now, I have converted from using the 3M paper, which very common, everybody uses them, nothing wrong. But you may be wondering why I've got these weird boxes. These are the, well, you can see exactly what it fucking says there. Flexible abrasive sheets from 3M. They come in different grits, 6, 8, 1000, 12, 15, 2, I believe. But I will only sort of use these ones, and then we'll go on to a 2000 grit 3M foam back. We've got 3000 Trizac, and I thought we'd have a little bit of fun, and we use a 6000 Trizac. Alright, there's Merkur ColourSanding DA. If you're going to get a DA for colour sanding, make sure it's got the smallest orbit going. This is a 2mm orbit. Run your pressure regulator as well, no more than 40 psi. Now, they come with obviously Velcro foam box. Absolutely brilliant. You can use them with normal hard blocks, normal Velcro blocks. They also, if we open this up, hang on, they also come with a little 3M sanding pad. Obviously these are available from SprayGunsDirect, so if you speak to Chris, give him some abuse, you might get a cracking deal. So again, very, very good Velcro. It'll fit and it'll eliminate the older, do you know what I mean, the old tram lines. But one sheet, it's like fucking that advert, you know, one sheet does plenty. Believe it or not, they do. Well, I used one 1500. Oh, it's not out there, but I used one 1500 sheet on the 350Z we just did. So that's how far they go. So I mean, we'll probably, like I said, use one and it'll still be good for more. All right, so for this, we go in hard. We've done 3 full coats of clear, the liquid glass on this, and we need to make it straight and we need to make it true. So we go in hard with 1000 grit straight off, right? After that, obviously 1200, 1500, move on to the DA and whatnot, because don't forget, you want to do an aggressive cut to start with to level that clear out. If you go straight in with like a 1500 or a 2000, it's not going to bite and level as much as possible. You don't want wavy panels. So, stiff block, 1000 grit, boom, done and dusted, all right? Then work your way up. Jump onto the DA, because come on, this is going to be fucking hard graft. No, as you can see, no bucket of water. I don't do that. Pressure bottle, warm water, simple as. And I used to like to soak the paper, but with the Velcro, you kind of don't really have to. So I don't bother. Oh, I love that new smell. So anyway, that's the rundown of products. Obviously, I get everything from Spray Guns, as you guys would know, including all the flakes and the clears and everything else. If you're wondering why it looks a bit shitty, it's just got some dust on it. Alright, so that's where we're at. I'll find somewhere to mount the camera because I'm on me Todd, and we'll start making that lot look pretty. Right, first things first. Rinse off your shit, okay? Make sure everything is clean, because the last thing you want to be doing is scratching and pulling shit through. Oh, look at that flake. I actually did a video on this as well. If you want to know a few little tips and tricks on how to lay MetalFlake, get it right and get it like this. Click on the other videos and all that shit and you'll see. So, right, mounted me 1000 grit on me Velcro pad, and the good thing with Velcro is obviously you don't have to hold it, force of habit for me, but bum. Right, so whee, soak that fucker up. Like I said, you can soak this in water if you want, it won't do it any harm. Alright, so don't forget clean squeegee. Got to have a clean squeegee to wash your shit away. So right, let's get to it. I'll put you in the stand in a minute, but there we go. So 1000 grit, warmed up. Make sure everything's washed. Good housekeeping, okay? So when you're taking your pad out, make sure you close your box. Now, I want to show you just how good this is, alright? Again, you know when you're cutting and you know when you don't. When it's beading like this, obviously you've not cut anything. So, let's just see if we can... Fucking hell, alright, there we go. See it all turn milky and creamy? I'll put you on the stand in a minute, but I just wanted to show you how quick it cuts and why this stuff is the best, because it really fucking is, man. Wow, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. So I've used it before, I just get amazed every single time. Again, same with the wet paper or the normal paper, make sure you're clean your pad, and watch. Okay, see how the water stays around there but it beads off there? That's when you know when you're cutting. Alright, when it's like that. So, and you saw how fast that was. Jesus Christ, that was nuts. So, okay, get you in the holder and then crack on. Okay, so here we go. Fucking wet feet. Like I said, I always wet flat. Much prefer it to dry flat in. This particular block is ideal for this type of application because obviously we've got curves we've got to address. So you don't have to put loads of pressure. Remember, you've got 1000 grit here. Rinse off. Rinse off. Alright, and then again, remember your crisscross. I'll show you the difference after the 1000 grit, but it's pretty fucking awesome. Yes, these Velcros cost more than the paper, the normal paper ones, but it is, and there goes the thing, it is well worth it, I can assure you. Alright? Yeah, this is cutting so fast. So fast, it's unreal. So, don't think you'll be able to see too much because the light's pretty shiny in here, but there you go. I mean, we'll keep going obviously. That's the uncut side. See? That's the cut side. You can see how fast it is and how quick it is and how efficient it is. And that's the main thing, efficiency. Let's put that down here. Okay, so carry on. Yeah, like I said, I don't have a camera stand. And usually I have someone helping me, but I'm on my own now, so there you go. Couple of mixing cups. Cut a slit in it. See? And now I can rest you lot right there and do the video. Spot on. Jackets are back on. Okay. So remember, never obviously put it down flat. So okay. Hopefully I've zoomed in enough for you guys to see how well this stuff is flattening it down. Remember, like I said, crisscross patterns, and you don't have to go too hard, alright? Because this is 1,000 grit, so this is aggressive shit. Nice and simple. Once it starts biting, getting through that first initial cut, job's a good one. Job is a good one. And if you keep crisscrossing, the most effective way to get it where it needs to be. And like I said, the sponge, obviously, is a good idea because of all these contour lines we've got. So, it is late in the day, let me tell you that. So, now remember, we put 3 full-on coats of clear on this, okay? So we're alright to tickle over the edges like that. You know, don't go too hardcore, but you should still be good. And I will show you in a minute, obviously, how you can see whether or not you've done a good job, or you're doing a good job, or you need to do more of a job. If that makes sense. But I love doing MetalFlake. Not just spraying it. This, for me, very therapeutic. Very therapeutic. So, and you don't have to go rough and hard and fast, just take time with it. You know, just chill out while you're doing this. And you can see what I'm doing. Just rinse it off, rinse it off, rinse it off. And if you don't have, like I said, the bucket, a lot of people will use a bucket, and I don't agree with it. And I've said it in other videos, because when you're sanding this, you're then taking this back into the bucket, swirling it around, back onto the panel, just so means you're transferring shit all the time. So that's why I don't, and this is just a downside cleaner and better. I'm hoping you might be able to see some shit in the light. This is what I'm hoping. What I'll do is I'll work this panel a little bit more here, and I'm going to show you. But you can see how well, like the velcro stuff is holding. You mean, like, I'm not even holding the velcro whatsoever. So, making sure you get all your lines and all your contours, crisscross, so on and so forth. And there is no right or wrong way to do this. I mean, with bike panels, you can probably get away with using a DN, but for me, I just like doing it by hand. Now remember what I said, where the water holds is where you've cut, and where it doesn't is where you haven't. Okay? So there's 1,000 grit. Hopefully you can see it in the light. Let me see what you lot are looking at. Okay, yeah, there you go. Alright. So you can see how nice that looks. Like so. Alright. Beautiful, isn't it? Isn't that beautiful? I mean, you've zoomed in quite a lot there. Now, you want to know, do I need to do any more? Is that enough? So on and so forth. This is where your squeegee comes into play. So squeeze your water off. retarded like yourself, like all over yourself, like I just fucking did. It's a little bit nippy, but jacket's off fucking annoying. Right. Put that there. Okay. And you'll see as it starts to dry. You can get a blowy nozzle and blow on the panel. I mean, we didn't have much peel to start with, but okay. So hopefully you can see how it's all flat here? Let's see, you've got peel up here. So you can see that, so you know you've got more to go. Kind of like its own guide cut. Really? And you can, like I said, hold it in the light and just look at it. More down here, more up here. But the main areas we've worked are pretty good. And you can see we've not been working hard with a 1000 grit at all. Whatsoever. So yeah. Hopefully, like I said, you guys can see what I mean. So we'll continue doing this with a 1000 grit. I'll work on this panel. I'm not obviously going to film doing all the panels because that's just fucking retarded. So I'm going to continue with this. And then we can show when we're good. Like I said, or a fender or something to show you the big difference. And I love it. When you flattened all this, I don't know if you can see, but you can see the depth in the flake. See that depth in that fucking flake? That's why we do it. That is why we do it, ladies and gentlemen. So, God, it looks awesome. Let's see if we can get you guys around over my shoulder. Alright, phone's gone all wonky, so I apologise. I really need a decent camera. I'm going to keep checking to make sure it's recording. But you can see, like I said, that's a 1000 grit, done and dusted. So now we're on to 1200. Alright, and like I said, it's like a Trizac style material, velcro. I need a new velcro block. Doesn't last forever, people, so I don't think it does. Yep, we're still recording. Okay, I'm not sure where we got to before it stopped. I had a quick look, but fuck it. You guys know what we're talking about. So 1000 grit, I'm pretty sure I showed you the difference. Alright, so now we're up to 1200, and you will notice that it gets a lot easier. You know, 1000 grit straight down is a lot of work. Alright, look, this is like a waxy style material. Absolutely fucking mind blowing this stuff is. How 3M come up with that for this shit, I don't know. So, alright, now we're going up to 1200. Again, you don't need to press hard. Alright, you really don't. And what you'll notice, as you start moving up your grits, paper wise, it gets, obviously it gets smoother. But it gets more consistent, if that makes sense, more like it flows better, like the ClearCoat coming off. It's obviously not so clumpy. So, I mean, the magic happens on flake definitely around the 1500 mark is when you start seeing it. Start seeing that flake come back at you, and makes it all worth it. It's all worth it. And the difference between how you can tell if it's done or not, obviously before on your first cut with the 1000 grit you could see the peel. With this, it's the sheen. Alright, it's like a satin finish on how it's left. It gets more satin-like the more you do. So I'm just obviously checking that it's still doing it. Okay, so and you'll find that you'll work less. So 1000 grit was the first initial cut, and that worked hard. Alright, that worked really hard to get these panels where it needed to be. So the 1000 grit's done the hard work. Your panels are nice and flat, which is what you want. So the 1200's job really is to obviously refine it, but take out those 1200, take out those 1000 grit scratches. Alright, that's the job of it. I'm sorry if some of you are watching this video and feel like you're being taught how to suck eggs, as we see over in England. Alright, but this is a general video for everyone on the ColourSanding, how to do it, and the products that we're using, which is a 3M velcro available from SprayGuns. So keep remembering as well, you crisscross pattern, do that all the way. Alright, all the way through. Did your crisscross patterns. Best practice, remember. And you want to, like I say, keep it clean. You don't want to clog up your pad. There's another way you can tell your ClearCoat's cured as well, by the way, is that your sandpaper will come off clean, nothing on it. You can see it all starts coming back to life now. But it's when we'll move to 1500, I guarantee that is when you'll see it. But not only that, listen as well. Listen to the paper. You'll hear when you've, you know what I mean, when you've 1000 compared to when you're at 1200. You'll hear whether that 1200 is taking those 1000 scratches out. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, we are nearly there already. Because we don't want to be coming back and hitting anything with 1200 or 1000. Go. I'm more than confident that I'll bob on. Okay. See how much easier it is to use a pressure bottle? Get these from SprayGuns as well. Go through our other videos. I always put loads of tips and tricks up. See? I hope you can see that. I'll bring you over in a bit. But I hope you're seeing this. Alright. And how we're refining that surface. But like I said, you won't see it until we get to 1500. And that's what we're going to do. Like I said, this is 1200. Alright. And you can start seeing the layers and layers of flake. Remember, this is what we're doing, we're refining that clear coat to give us the best possible outcome. And if you look to something we haven't done, you can see it's a little bit more crazy, obviously, because it's an off the gun finish. We've not done anything. So it's all bright and sparkling, looking lovely. This is very refined. Still sparkles, obviously, over there and whatnot. But when we get this to 1500, is it kind of, you know what I mean? You can see the massive difference on how much more this is refined to that. So fill up our little pot again. 1500's locked and loaded. Like I said, it's best practice. You know, commit. Once you use one, commit. That will gladly, easily do the rest of this. And it'll probably go on and do more. But I like, you know, 1200, 1500. Again, you get these little flexi pads as well, which are brilliant stop tram lines for little nooks and crannies. This is really the best system you could ever wish for. And like I said, I've got the 600 as well, but that's for our primers. And obviously we can use 1000 for blends, and then our 2000, 3000, and we're going to use the 6000 grit as well. to get all these babies up and shining, but I'm just going to show you on the one panel because it's a lot easier, and I'm pretty sure you don't want to see me colour sand all these fucking things. Okay, boys and girls, we are now on to 1500. You can see 1000 grit and 1200 took no time at all. We just made sure that with 1000 grit it was done right and we were where we needed to be. Okay, so 1500, and this is the easy part, and this is pretty much where it starts coming together, but don't slack on it. Don't slack on 15. Work it just as hard as 1200. You don't have to work it as hard as 1000 grit because the 1200 has taken out 1000 grit scratches. So, see, this is a 1500. This is why a lot of people, I suppose, start at 1500. It's the easiest one to use. But you can see the block getting over those edges. All right, I'll go this way. Crisscross pattern. Get those edges, don't forget those edges. Keep it clean. And what I'll probably end up doing actually is putting these 3 bricks to one side for when I get another set of bike panels or something. Because after the 1500, we're on to the easy stuff, man. I mean, we're on to the end. And also, this should tell you a good thing about the ClearCoat as well, the liquid glass. I've left this for a week or so, I think, before I come to do this now. And you can see how well it's sounding. And you'll see definitely how well it buffs. I love liquid glass. I love it. But it's only for the high-end stuff. Really? Now this is where all your hard work starts paying off. Okay, check that out. Check that shit out. The camera won't focus, so I'm not even going to attempt it. Look at that. Look how fucking awesome that panel looks. At 1500. And the flake. And the ClearCoat and everything. It holds water better. So, again, let's rinse off. Make sure we've got everywhere. And make sure we're happy. Which, if you're a professional or a picky bastard, you'll never be happy. And you'll see now what I was talking about. For that definition of flake. Well, flake's done right. It looks fucking incredible. So we're going to load up the DAs and move on to 2000 grit. The easy part. Make sure you put the work in at this stage so you can enjoy the easy parts. You don't want to put all that work in and then not enjoy the easy parts because you've got to go back. Okay, now we're on to 2000 grit, and this isn't the new 2000 grit. Alright, this is one that I obviously used on a previous, on the RX I think. And of course, it's always better to use a fresh one. No, this wasn't the RX, sorry, this was a different one. It's always better to use a fresh one every time, but I'm waiting on my order to come. So, again, make sure you're all good on edges. That's friggin' important. Alright, make sure you're clean. Alright, so this is where that warm water comes into play again. Alright, so make sure it's lovely and clean. You don't want no shit on this. And like I said, this is American ColourSanding DA, very tight orbit. Alright? This is when this shit starts to come to life. Right? So there we go. With the, don't want a lot of water, don't need a lot of water with this. Alright, just make sure you're clean. And exactly the same, crisscross patterns and everything. I would recommend getting a proper DA. If you can't, I know these are expensive. If you can't, you can still do this by hand, okay? I used to do it by hand, but unfortunately I've got rheumatoid arthritis in all my joints, so I'm kind of fucked, which is why I'm trying to show you guys tips and tricks so you can continue this. You can carry this custom on, so you're not scared of it. I learned self-taught, completely self-taught, off YouTube. This is why I'm giving back. So, right, so here we go. You saw what it looked like at 1500. Alright, that's satin finish. But this is when it starts to come alive. Now I'm going to have to work this a little bit harder because it's not a brand new pad. Getting those edges, getting those corners. That's it, 2,000 brick done. Alright. So let's clean it up. Paper on that. Alright, there you go. See it now? See all that coming back? Yeah, see all that? Fucking hell, that's... This is why I love doing what I do for moments like this. This is why I push for the best products in the market. See? We're not even at 3,000, 6,000 yet. And this is what you'll have. I promise you, this is what you'll have. Use these products, follow simple rules, and this is what you'll have. Alright? Guarantee it. Like I said, I'm completely self-taught. I didn't go to college. In fact, I got kicked out of college. So, 3,000 again, one that I've used previously. Yeah, I was moved out of college. And I taught myself how to paint. I already knew mechanics because my dad did his turns on the spanners, so did my granddad. And they're very clever fuckers. And my uncle's a body man. And I look up to all of them. I suppose that's why we're kind of where we are here. My dad hates custom, should I say, so that's why I do it, to deliberately piss him off. But we get results like this. Okay, 3,000, again make sure you're all lined up. Alright, make sure you're clean. Biggest thing in the world, make sure you're clean. After this, lot. I think this one will have it. So, like I said, that's it. There's enough water on there. Alright. Don't need any more than that on it. And now we go to town. Pressure in it. So mean you're at 3,000. What is it moving? And if you've done your flake right as well, when you get to 3,000 grit, it'll start turning your eyes funny. Start making your eyes go all squiffy. One, for obviously you guys to know, but also I can look back and make sure my technique is right. Done. Done and dusted. Oh. Right. Let's see where we are on that video. I don't know if I have. Come on, fancy bollocks, finish it off. Okay. Anyway, can you see it? Alright, that's 6,000. Alright. That's MetalFlake. Look how flat and perfect you can get flake if you put the effort, the time, and use the best products. Alright, you will get these results. Look. Use that as a fucking mirror. So there you go. And that's it. That's at 6,000. No? You know what I mean? camera trickery or anything like that. That is how this panel looks. Let's get right up close. You can see the layers. Oh, there you go. See the layers of flake? There you go. Okay. So, I hope you found this this video useful. I'll run down now quickly. Alright. It's all 3M. Okay, all of it's 3M. It's all from SprayGunsDirect. 1000, 1200, 1500. One block, 1500 did a whole car. Alright. And then we got 2000, 3000. We went up to 6000 for shits and giggles, but you can just stay around 3000. Squeegee, pressure bottle, warm water. And then obviously your Velcro pad. And I mean, it's starting to dry now, so I can't really do a comparison, but if I just pop like that there, alright, so there's the one we haven't done. Alright, that's just off the gun, normal. Alright, and there's the one we've done. You see why we colour sand now? Look how more refined this is. So like I said, that's a rundown on all the products that we've been using over there. The products on here, MetalFlake, all from SprayGunsDirect. Quartz primers. The base coat was done for us. The MetalFlake, obviously spray guns, and the liquid glass, all through my DeVilbiss gun setup. PRIs, GCI Pros, Pro Lights, SRIs, you know the drill. So I hope you found this video helpful, and please stay tuned and check out second installment where we're going to start talking about the compounds and buffing this lot up. Don't forget, if you like this video, please subscribe, share, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We have a like page, and if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to just ask us and use the hashtag BSC Madness. Have fun. Try something new.